Hello, this is Antoine with another episode of Friday Spotlight. And so we're here with not just one guest, but we have four awesome guests on with us this evening. And I'm going to go ahead, like I do every show, I'm going to go ahead and let the coach that's on with us, I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce everybody that's here.
Hey, how y'all doing, y'all? Hey, listen, these phenomenal athletes that are on this screen that you guys are seeing are your 2022 4x2 track and field state champions, your 2023 Adidas national champions, and your 2023 AAU regional 4x1 champions. These guys have a stellar career. They are going to college. They have a lot of great things to talk about. Stay tuned, listen to these guys, let them guys introduce themselves.
Well, I am so grateful to have this group on with me. How they were brought to my attention. If you all have watched the show over the last couple seasons, I was blessed to have Mr. Calesio Newman, a former professional track and fielder, USA track and fielder. And so just been able to keep in contact with him. And so while surfing social media, I saw this post about these young men winning their most recent accomplishment. And so the one problem I have, and I'm gonna get straight to it, is that we're so quick to talk about when our young people are doing negative things. Not often enough do we spotlight when they're doing awesome things. And so the post that was posted by Mr. Newman, I'll even let him touch on it a little bit, was just in regards to getting these gentlemen some attention. Like, we need to be talking about the awesome things that they're doing. And so right away, I reached out to them and just let them know, hey, listen, they're welcome to be on the show. I'm not the biggest outlet today, but I want to be able to spotlight what these young gentlemen are doing. So, Coach Newman, you want to just touch on that a little bit?
Yes, sir. I mean, for me, when I was growing up, every track meet there were clippings, like the news stations would the newspapers would have a posting of track meets, what's going on, even if it's a small column. As for me, I would cut it out and I would put it in a little album book to show, my family, and we would collect those. And when I saw these athletes and all the great things that were happening in Fayetteville, I haven't seen no media coverage. I've seen a lot of negative media coverage about athletes not doing what they're supposed to do, this person going to jail, yada yada yada. But these gentlemen has created a great feat that in other counties and other areas such as Greensboro, Charlotte, Winston-Salem, like, they are blasting their athletes for being state champions, national champions, regional champions, things like that. And over here in Fayetteville, Cumberland County is crickets. And I think that I just want to just put awareness to track and field and what these young gentlemen are doing and all of the hard work that they're doing, because everybody want to pat on the back or let them know that they're doing great, especially when they have some success. So it is my job as a coach. It is my job as a former athlete. It is my job to get out there and push this stuff so that everybody can understand exactly, what track and field is, and how can you actually take this sport and actually get a track and field scholarship, go to school for free, go to school on somebody else's dime, and actually, live out your life and become a better person.
That's cool. That's cool. So I was able to talk to you all a little bit before we started recording. And so everybody on this call, we have two, I believe, have run the longest. But how did you all come together as a team? I'm going to let whoever wants to start and give us the story on how you all came together as a team.
Go ahead, Glue.
It's we came together. It was like our junior year. We all come together, and me, Yazeare, and Devonte, we really started to get close. Really, we started to get close. So, and after we ran states, our 4x2 win states and everything, I was trying to get the boys to come out of here and run for Coach Newman for like a while, for like a year. I was trying to get them to. And then going to our senior year, we didn't have, like, a lot of stuff was going on. So, and then they eventually, thank God, they came and wanted to run with Coach Newman. So And then
That's awesome. So those that didn't catch the names at the beginning, go ahead and give them your name and let us know how long you've been running track.
my name is Rayshawn Hunter, and I've been running track since I was 11.
Okay. And Yazeare, go ahead and let us know how long you've been running track and give everybody your full name.
My name's Yazeare Pearsall, and I've been running track for about 2 years now.
All right. And go ahead, Devonte.
My name is Devonte Hill, and I started running track when I was 10 years old.
All right. And so we have three awesome gentlemen that are doing an awesome job on the track, but they're not just stopping at high school. They're already on their way to continue their careers in collegiate sports. And so we're going to start. We'll go ahead with Yazeare. Let us know where you're heading to, what as far as college, and what's your plans from there.
I'm going to Coker University in South Carolina, and I'm going to run track there, of course, but I plan on majoring in biology, still have a backup plan just in case, anything happens with that. But track's always going to be like my number one, and I hope I can go far with it.
That's all right. All right. Rayshawn, what you got?
Like Yazeare said, I'm going to the same college, Coker University too, and I'm gonna major in criminal justice for a backup. But track always is my number one, and real soon, I've been want to make that USA team.
That'll work. And Devonte.
I committed to play football at Randolph-Macon College, and I will be majoring in chemistry as, like they said, a backup. But I do have aspirations of going to the NFL.
All right, that'll work. So all of you, I just asked, what other sports have you played in your youth? Have you played any other sports in your youth?
I played basketball, football, soccer. Basketball was always my number one, but junior year when I started running track, track was just getting me the most, attraction and everything. So I just decided to really stick with that and take it more serious. So I just cut off everything else my senior year and try to lock down on track.
Okay, Rayshawn.
Track always been my number one, but I did play football. I was a wrestler too, and I just chose to stick with track.
All right. Devonte.
I grew up playing a lot of sports. My first sport was soccer. I liked that a lot, just running around the fields and stuff. And then I played basketball. I played baseball. And then when I found football when I was 9 and track when I was 10, those two sports just kind of dropped off everything else. And, football was my number one. I started loving track. So, yeah.
What encouraged y'all to get into sports?
I just feel like for me, I have like a big family. So growing up, it was always sports. Like my household was always sports. It was always competition. We was always competitive. So that just kind of drove me to always want to do sports, always want to be outside, stuff like that.
All right.
And my brothers and sisters, they always play sports. I just never got into it until like I turned 11 and 10, and then I wanted to play.
I grew up in a household full of athletes, like Yazeare said, and I was always like one of the most athletic kids, wherever like class or school I was, like elementary school, I was one of the fastest kids. So I would just like kind of, I would want to do every sport to see what I really loved and really enjoyed. So that's how these sports came about that I'm doing right now.
All right. That's good. So there are going to be young people that see this, and I just want to ask y'all, so this is an opportunity for y'all to give back to them. What y'all doing right now on the show is an opportunity to give back. But for the young athlete, maybe elementary or middle schooler that's watching, maybe you all have different answers. What are some things that you all have done over the years, track and field, or even Devonte going on in football, to continue getting better at the sport that you're playing?
I feel like the top thing for me right now is just finding a great coach that you can really trust in with like your career, your body, your mental, everything. Like having somebody like that in your corner, I feel like that plays a big part for you with a sport.
All right, what you got, Rayshawn?
Like Yazeare said, but I feel like you have to stay consistent within the sport you play, and also don't like you cannot look at anybody else's table and focus on your table.
Right.
For me, a big part of it has been surrounding myself with good people, that I'm close with, and that'll push me every day to be better than I was the day before. And it's a grind, really. Like my freshman year, I was not that good at football. And then that whole summer, I spent almost every day just working, working, working with whoever. Like my friend, it would be like my friend as a DB, he would be guarding me. I would have a quarterback to throw to me, and I would just focus on really getting better to better myself and put myself in a better position to be successful. So it's really just a grind. And, if you love to do it, then just do whatever you can to be better.
All right. And I'm gonna ask Coach Newman to chime in. What do you have for those that's watching? Coach Newman did a show with me, and I think it's been over a year now. But I will never forget one of the things, and I think I've repeated on some of my Monday morning thoughts. But I can remember Coach Newman saying that he had to cut off family when he was trying to go up because they wasn't ready for where he was trying to go. And so many young people don't know you want to carry everybody with you, even professional athletes. You want to take the crew with you, want to take the whole neighborhood with you. And so it was just amazing to hear him say not only friends, but he cut off family because they were not ready to go where he was going. And so that has nothing to do with this question right now. But Coach Newman made such an impact with stuff he said during that time, even him explaining how quick the window closed. So you got to make things happen. You have to, cherish that moment because the window will close quick. So Coach Newman, back to our question, just in regards to what are some things the young athlete can do to really get better, as a track and fielder?
Just to kind of, give a caveat, like, the gentleman has said it so eloquently. What I would add to that is just understanding what is what you're like, what the sport is asking. And once you understand what the sport is asking, we do whatever it takes to get there. You look at what whoever the top athlete is, and you put a target on their back. And you grind and you do whatever it is that you need to do. Surround yourself with those people so that you can grind, so that you can get where you need to go. And don't take no for an answer, because I know a lot of people, when you start saying your goals, for example, when I was like, man, I'm gonna be an Olympian, I'm gonna be a professional athlete. Everybody else was like, man, ain't nobody from our neck of the woods, from our neighborhood, ain't nobody gonna be no national and this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be the first one. So it's life and death is in the power of your tongue. Like, you got to believe that thing. So for me, like with these gentlemen, when I told them boys, like, when they didn't make it to states, I said, join my team and we're going to win a national title. And that's exactly what we did. I'm very matter of fact about what it is we're going to do. And that's what I encourage all young athletes to do, is be matter of fact about what you're doing. And if you're doing everything, do it to the best of your ability and keep going, keep superseding. Keep doing what everybody else ain't doing for you to get in order to be great.
That's good. That's good. What has it been like working with these young gentlemen?
Man, it's been so fun. Every last one of them are characters, and that's the beauty about coaching. I find, their personality and I bring it to the track. I do have my moments to where I got to get on them, what I'm saying, on a couple things, but that's just, polishing and some maturity. But for the most part, I want them to bring the laughs. I want them to bring the fun, what I'm saying, whatever that they're bringing to the table, because, I coach anywhere from 25 to 30 kids on any day. But the main thing is that each and every one of them are unique, and they bring a factor to the table. And it's up to me to find that and bring it out of them, because a lot of them kind of like are shy. Believe it or not, track athletes are freaking shy, but they are kind of afraid of showing that side of them, that edge that, what I'm saying, because they don't want to be judged. But it's okay in track and field. So it is my job, like with these three, they have shown themselves tried and true and ready. And when it came down to that track meet, I never forget, at Adidas Nationals, I've never seen these athletes mature and lock in and do their job the way that they did at Adidas Nationals. And I couldn't be more proud because they listened and they took everything that I said to heart and they executed. They did their job and they came away national champions. And that's all you can ask for. These athletes are great.
That's good. That's good. So now guess what, you all? You have a chance to now speak on Coach Newman and tell us what it's been like working with him. Because there's some young people, I'm sure, in our area, the Fayetteville, whether it's Rayford, Hope Mills area, that don't know the great coach that we have right here in that area that may be interested in track and field. They may have just starting to scratch the surface, maybe a young 9-10-year-old or a little bit older. So y'all let us know what it's been like in this time that you all have been able to work with Coach Newman.
I'm gonna let Rayshawn go first because Rayshawn's known him the longest. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Coach Newman, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I've been with Coach for like 2 years, and it been a roller coaster. Like me and him we always connect and always want to go forward. Always want to go forward. Even when I'm like at my lowest, when I be injured, like this past year, I've been injured left and right. I've been had to get set out. I've been going through a lot of injuries, but then he always bring me and talk to me to come out on top. And that's why I really, really do appreciate Coach Newman. Like he's not even a coach. He's really like a friend or father figure. Because he's really like, if any coach in the world is gonna do it, Coach Newman's gonna do it. He always gonna be best interest.
That's good. That's good. The other two, y'all have something?
Yeah, Coach Newman, I like running for Coach Newman, honestly. It's fun. It's fun running with him, but at the same time, it's like we know it's like we have a job to do. He always makes sure like we understand like we have a job to do. And like it's easy to trust in him, like with anything. Like outside of track, he'll give us like regular talks, we'll be chilling regularly. And even with my body, when I'm going through injuries, he just tells me, trust me, like I got you. And he always gets me to where I need to be.
That's good. That's good. What you got, Devonte?
Well, yeah, with this being my first year working with Coach Newman, I actually started working with him with one-on-one sessions. And so he was like kind of giving me drills and telling me the basics about, my form and stuff like that. So he was really kind of introducing to me like the world-class like type level training that you got to do. You know what I mean? And it's like, it was something that I'd never seen before. Cause me doing track since I was 10, it was something like totally brand new. So I was like, wow, this is really for real. So that's what really pushed me to like come out there because I wanted to learn a little bit more, and I also wanted to run with my boys. So yeah, and like Ray said, he's definitely a father figure. Like right now, I'm probably around Coach more than my own dad because my dad be working, and like I'm around Coach like all week literally, and it's a blast every time. So it's like I wouldn't want it no other way, and I appreciate what Coach has done for us, and I appreciate him for believing in us. So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. What position? I don't know if you said it earlier. What position do you play in football?
Oh yeah, I play wide receiver.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So is everyone born and raised in the Fayetteville area? I'll let Rayshawn go first because I know he's not.
No, I'm from Charlotte.
Charlotte, how long have you been in the Fayetteville area?
Like 4 years.
Okay, so no more Queen City. You representing the 2-6 now.
Yeah.
He got quiet. It seems like he still has some Queen City in him. So we'll let him have that. We'll let him have that because me and Coach Newman, we represent where we're at. We're Jersey guys, and so we still represent Jersey hard. So I understand that. I was just messing with you. And so, Yazeare, are you originally born and raised in?
Yes, sir. I'm originally raised here.
Okay, Devonte?
I'm also born and raised Fayetteville.
Awesome what these young gentlemen are doing. I think it needs to be highlighted more Let us know as we get ready to kind of wrap it up. How do you all balance the work that you put in the sport with also maintaining the grades that you need to continue moving on? Like, how do you balance? Young people always need to know how to be a student athlete. You know, sports are good, but we have to take care of our education, and you all are continuing your education, and you made it clear. Your heart is in your sport that you're playing, but you know you need to have something, because at some point we know the sport will be done with you. You can be professionals and everything, but at some point the sport will be gone. So I think it's awesome that you all are focused on continuing your education. So just from everyone's perspective, and we can start with Yazeare, like how did you what are some tips you would give a young person on maintaining their grades, or even just keeping that balance, that balance they need to be a student athlete?
Well, my household, my parents were always big on like grades first. Like they know I'm good at sports and everything, but it was always grades over anything. So I feel like it's mostly like for me, it was like planning and having a schedule with everything. So like I'd have a schedule. So like, I have everything. And then any extra time I get, I'll make sure I like study or anything like that. And then on top of that, having a coach, like a good coach, they'll understand, if you need extra time for this you have going on at school, if you have extra homework, you need to take a little break from practice. But yeah, that's what I would do, because my parents were big on grades.
That's good. What you got, Rashawn?
It's kind of different. Like, I always wanted more for myself. Always wanted more. So like I make it where like I make my grades be like a sport, another sport, because I gotta have the best. I gotta have everything I ever wanted. So like when it comes to grades and everything, I always make sure it's my top priority, and then it's sports. Because like in college they pay, like I just learned it too. Like the better grades you got, the more they pay you. Like they give you money for that. So like once I learned that, I think I learned that like my 8th or 7th grade year, I was straight on grades. Like I was like, okay, then I could get double my grades, academics and sports. So
that's good. That's good. What you got, Devonte?
A big thing for me is time management. You got to manage your time wisely. My dad has always been big on having a set schedule, whether it's coming home from school, having a little break, because you just use your brain for 7 straight hours. So you might have to take a little break and then get started on your homework or whatever. But having a set schedule is really important, and it's helped me a lot. And fun fact, freshman year, my grades were not good at all. So COVID had hit my sophomore year, and that's when we was going virtual, which really helped me because I had to push myself to like, stay in class, and, I had to get my grades up and stuff like that. And from sophomore year to senior year, my grades were straight. I ended with a 3.8 GPA. So, you gotta start off strong, and it's a grind. I feel like if you love the sport enough, you're gonna do what it takes in the classroom to get it done. So
Good. So we're getting ready to wrap it up, and I have my 2 questions I ask at the end of every show, but I want to get one more question in with Coach Newman real quick. Coach Newman, for the young person watching, those that didn't catch the episode with you, I want you to lay out to young athletes, not just track and fielders, but athletes, why is it important to have a focus on life outside of the sport?
Oh, well, it's important to have a focus outside of sports, because having that having the ability to be dynamic and be multifaceted in different areas, it basically shapes and round you as an overall well-rounded individual. And so when you talk to a coach, and what I'm saying, like, for example, a coach can be talking about fishing, and they see that you like fishing, or you like to do, said things outside the track, or you go to church and play the piano or play the drums or play the guitar, that piques the interest of other coaches and other people to say, okay, so that makes you a well-rounded individual, instead of just saying all I know is track. Now, don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? Track or football or basketball, it's cool to be in it. However, you also must be well-rounded, you know, be in your community, doing things for your community, whether it's feeding the homeless or, you know, street cleanup or shaking hands and helping others, you know, whatever it is, it's important for each athlete to make sure that they're out there helping and being well-rounded. So doing those things, just being a track athlete, just being an athlete, period, is cool. But the cherry on the top is being a well-versed, well-rounded athlete.
That's good. That's good. We appreciate you joining us today with these young men. And we're gonna go. I'm actually throw one more question in real quick. For those that don't know these young gentlemen, we're gonna get in their business. What are some things y'all do outside of the sport for fun?
Outside of the sport, I play video games. I spend a lot of time with family, though, to be honest.
Okay.
That's what like nieces, cousins, stuff, because I'm about to go to college. So that's what I've been doing a lot recently.
Cool.
Family, straight family. Like if I'm not with Coach Newman and these guys, I'm with family. I'm nothing but family.
That's cool.
I spend a lot of time with family too. I'm a huge gamer, play the game a lot, and I dance too. So just some things to, you know, keep my day going.
That's cool. You all have all showed your appreciation for Coach Newman, and I think any coach you all have from this point is going to have some tough shoes to fill in the relationship that you all were able to build. But I know you all going to talk to him a lot once you go away and even before you leave for school. But on the show, if you can say one thing or a few things to Coach Newman just to show him your appreciation, I'm going to let each one of y'all go around. And then we're going to definitely get into the last two questions. But starting from the beginning, you all just say what you need to say to Coach Newman as far as what he's been able to do for you all in your life and in the sport.
I'd like to thank you a lot, Coach Newman. I'm going to speak to you. I like to thank you a lot because, you know, without you, I definitely would not like be how fast I am now and stuff like that. But outside of that, you know, you're a great father figure. Like, you talk to us outside of track. We have a great relationship. Like, I've never had a good relationship like this with any of my other coaches. Like, and I enjoy working with you. I hope to keep working with you. And thank you.
Coach Newman, I really, really, really deeply appreciate you, man. Like, you know what I got going on with my life. So, like, what you balance it, like what you chipping in or just helping me getting through everything and stuff, and you just being a guidance for me, or like when I'm at my lowest, you pick me up and help me. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Like, I never ever like this is stuff I see on the movies. Like, I never thought I'd have a coach that will interact with me like this before. I never thought I'd work. And I know I probably won't have another coach like that. I probably won't. But at the end of the day, I really do appreciate you, Coach.
Oh,
Coach Newman. I just want to say I thank you. You definitely got me faster, and I will definitely keep working with you. I will be back every summer while I'm in college. And before I met you, you know, I heard you was, you know, a little world-class athlete or whatever. And I was kind of nervous to go up to you or whatever. And now that I got to know you, you're such a goofball, like literally. And like, you're just somebody I can talk to and just around with. So it's like, I appreciate you for allowing me to get to know you. And I appreciate the relationship we built. And yeah, I'll definitely be back for sure.
cool. So I had the two questions, and I'm doing like we do in church 100 times. Tell y'all we about to end and can't end, but I can't end like that without Coach Newman being able to pour his heart out to you all. I think it's important that we touch this because in doing the show, me reaching out to coaches and different stuff like that, you don't always see this authentic relationship that you all have been able to build. And it's something, y'all just touched on it. You may not see it outside of your relationship with Coach Newman. So often in sports, I'm gonna get beat up for this, but so often in sports, the organization will treat you like you're an athlete 24/7 and never care about what's going on in life outside of the game. And so that's the reason for this show, because I see the importance in our athletes outside of the game. Many people don't. They see you as a dollar sign. They see you as somebody that's going to help them accomplish a goal on a big level. And so to have a coach that not only helps you in the sport, but that's there for you on a personal level, that's what all athletes need. And so I think it's awesome. And so I just want, before I definitely get my last two questions, I want Coach Newman to just say his words to these young, awesome men that's on with us today.
Where do I start? I appreciate you guys for appreciating me and inviting me in your life and allowing me to guide you guys to the successes and the heights and the goals that you have accomplished. I know it hasn't been easy, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and you guys persevered, and I'm proud of you guys, man. This is what I do this for. There's no amount of money that anybody could pay me that can supersede the feeling of the gratitude that you guys seeing of the goals that you guys have accomplished and moving on to your path of being great men in society. And that's what I preach. You guys know that. We laugh, joke, have a good time, but y'all know, like, when it's business time, y'all know it's business time. And like I tell y'all always, business before pleasure. So I'm grateful that you guys chose me and invited me in your life. I'm just a vessel that God has blessed me to walk this path to touch the lives of many, and you guys just happen to be the ones along the journey. And I know there'll be more, but I will never forget you guys. You always know that you guys got me. Anytime y'all can come back anytime. I don't care if you're 40 years old. I'll still be here coaching or some kind of way to help you guys get better. So, and I still beat y'all in some video games too. So, so yeah, just I'm just proud of you guys, man. And anytime y'all just want to talk or just chop it up, or come over the house and chill, eat some food, chill out, whatever it is, man. Y'all know y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget me. Don't get too big. You know what I'm saying? All I just ask for is just don't forget about me. Wherever y'all go, whether it's a gold medal, whether it's a Super Bowl, whatever it is that you guys do in the future, whether it's being a dental hygienist, whether it's being a dentist, whether it's being a state trooper, just when you pull me over, just pass on by me. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that citation.
That's good. That's good. So the last two questions I always ask, the first being, how important is it to keep positive people in your circle?
I feel it's very important for me, because I'm a very positive person. I feel like no matter the outcome of like any situation, I always try to find the positive in it. So I never try to like be down, like too down on myself. So like working with these guys, like they're always positive. Like we're on each other all the time, but it's like we know the ways to push each other to make each other work harder. And I feel like working with them, I wouldn't want to do this with nobody else, because like they make me the most positive person I can be, to be honest.
Good. That's good.
Like Yazeare said, yeah, we always be on each other about it, but at the end of the day, it's always positive. And like I feel like if you don't have a positive group, it's not gonna work out. You always gotta find a positive in anything. Like you could have divorce, like what was it? Like a couple weeks ago, I had the worst race of my life. Them two, they got on me about it, and then like we always find the positive in it. We always find the positive.
That's good. That's good.
Graduated high school, I noticed that my circle was like really getting really small, but I was very content with that, because the people that I surrounded myself with were making me very happy. They were the people I needed in my life. You know what I'm saying? So The trio that we got, me, Yazeare, Ray, I wouldn't trade nobody for them. And we're always positive. We're always getting on each other's situations, just finding the good. And they definitely bring that upon me. And I know they got my back and I got their back.
That's good. So again, I appreciate you all being with us in the last and final question. Who or what is it that inspires you most in life?
Inspires me most in life. I'll say my big sister. She inspires me most because, like, when she was in high school, she already knew what she wanted to do. Like, she knew she wanted to go to Chapel Hill. She knew that she wanted to be a nurse, and she knew it since she was young. And I just watched her actually achieve her dreams and goals. So she made me realize that, you can do anything you really put your mind to.
The person that inspires me the most out of everything, man, that's hard. That's a hard question. That is.
And if you got multiples, I never like to press people to give one because you can have multiple people that's feeding into you. So you can if you got multiple, give them to us.
I got two. I really got two. The first one is, of course, the man above. Yeah, he always inspires me.
Got you.
Second one is my mom. Yes, my mother. She if you put a dog if you put a dog in a person, that's her. Anything she wanted to do, she go get it. Or doing anything for her child, she went out her way to do. Like she'll climb a mountain to do something for her child. It could be the smallest thing too. It's so crazy. But yeah, it's most definitely would be them too. And like that woman right there, when I say she did everything in her power to do for me to get me to this point, she did everything.
Who inspires me the most? First, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And second, my dad. My dad has always been there for me. He was always there to make sacrifices, whether it's a football camp, a football practice, a football game, a track meet, a track practice. He's always there. He'll even record practices to show me what I need to work on because he knows I want to better myself every time I step on the field or step on the track. So he's definitely my biggest inspiration. He's always showing me like life lessons and what I need, like how to be a better man. And I definitely appreciate him for that.
That's good. That's awesome. And before we get out the way, I just want to open the door for Coach Newman. Let those know that's watching, how can they get connected to you and get your services as far as training?
Oh man, yeah. So if you're looking for training, you can contact me at the Newman Athletic Academy at gmail.com. The Newman Athletic Academy at gmail.com. Or if you're a social media, hit me up at Newman Athletic Academy on Instagram and Facebook. Or you could just hit me up on social media, Calesio Newman, CALESIO. NEWMAN. I look forward to working with your student athlete. I'm here.
Cool. So thanks again to all of you for joining us today. I think these 4 awesome men that are on with us, I thank you all. Appreciate you all for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
So I wish you all the best as you continue to go forward. And those that's watching, I say it every show. It is good to be great in the sport that you're playing, but it's even better to be great in life. I hope that you'll take this information that they've given and just seeing their journey. I know we didn't go deep as we go with some of the other episodes, but I believe it's important that you all see what these young gentlemen are doing. Hopefully it will encourage or influence another young athlete coming up to put the work in and accomplish what they've been able to accomplish. But I ask that you take this information, apply it, and keep joining us as we go out and up.